Hey guys, in today's video we're going to talk about how to grow your chest. We're going to go over a couple of chest exercises and we're also going to talk about specifically which part of the chest they target. This is the first video that I've created that's actually got chapters down below, so you should be able to see which exercises are in the slide tab at the bottom. So the chest is a very big muscle group and it's definitely worth you prioritizing in your workout if you're looking to try and build an all-round aesthetic physique. So the first exercise which comes to mind is the barbell flat bench press. Now this is great for hitting the chest all around, but more specifically it's going to hit the mid part of your chest muscle. The specific name is pectoralis major and it's great for adding all-round chest thickness. So if you can do the barbell flat bench press into your program, you'll be at an advantage. The second exercise would be a dumbbell incline bench press. Now you've probably seen this one quite a lot as well. The benefit of this exercise is that it's going to hit the upper chest. So if your upper chest is lacking, like it is for me, you might want to go ahead and throw a couple of these into your program. The angle should be around 30, definitely no more than 45 degrees. If the bench is more of a steeper angle, more upright, it's simply going to place a lot more focus onto the front delt, which is basically the front head of your shoulder muscles. Now just keep in mind that with both of these exercises, the flat or the incline bench press, you want to ensure that your chest is out at all times and your shoulder blades are pinched back. Because if your shoulders round forward, that's not going to place an awful lot of tension on your chest, but most of that tension is really going to come from your shoulders. This is a chest exercise at the end of the day, so yeah, make sure that you keep your chest out and you think about squeezing your pecs together at the top of the movement. Bringing your biceps together as you bring your hands up instead of just thinking about getting the dumbbells up from A to B. Now, a great exercise for targeting your lower chest would be dips. You can use a parallel bar to do this, or if you haven't got an awful lot of chest strength or you're fairly new in the gym, feel free to go ahead and use a assisted dip machine and simply progressively overload to make your training harder over time from there. If you add a slight forward lean into this exercise, it's going to be a lot more lower chest focus. However, if your body is more upright, it's going to be a lot more tricep focused. So those are the main pressing movements which are going to target all three heads of your chest, upper, middle and lower. But I should also point out that it's worth you switching between a barbell and a dumbbell when it comes to any kind of horizontal press. The reason for this being is because the barbell, it's great for loading up more weight and you've also got a rack for it. You haven't got to worry about getting the weight up into the starting positions like you do for the dumbbells. However, the advantage of a dumbbell is left and right side. It ensures both have to put in the same amount of work. Whereas on a barbell, your dominant side, that could take over and do a little bit more of the work, which could lead to muscle imbalances. Now, for those of you who have really got lagging lower chest muscles, you might also want to consider the decline bench press. However, for me and a lot of other males, the lower chest isn't really a problem. So if you're trying to do any pressing movement with a bench, just simply adjust the angle and that's going to help you determine which part of your chest will receive a lot of the tension. Now, for those of you looking to add a bit of size to the mid part of your chest, especially where the pectoralis major heads meet in the middle, you might want to throw in a couple of fly movements where you're thinking about bringing both hands together towards the midline. So the most common exercise you might want to do is the cable fly, using cables and pulley attachment, thinking about bringing your hands close together into the midline and squeezing your chest muscles together. Try and avoid squeezing your hands around the handles because that's going to engage quite a lot of your forearms. If you are looking to target your mid-chest around the middle, you would want to make sure that your hands are around the same height as your shoulders. So a great exercise for this might be the Pec Deck Fly. We're using a machine. The advantage to this as opposed to the cables is that you're actually seated in position. So you haven't got to worry about keeping your body still or worry about rocking your body back and forth, taking tension away from the target muscle, which is the chest. You're seated in position. Just make sure that you keep your chest out and you think about squeezing your pecs together in the middle. If you do want to target your upper chest, make sure that the cable attachment is set up low. So we're going from a low to high cable fly. And ideally, you want to make sure that your hands are in the supinated position, which is a fancy word for underhand grip, because that's going to ensure the top part of your chest is being targeted as opposed to simply the front delt if you're doing an overhand grip for the chest flies. You can do another variation using dumbbells, but you just want to make sure that you're bringing your hands slowly and then bringing it down. Simply don't let the dumbbells free fall on the way down because there's going to be minimal tension on the target muscle. If you do want to target your lower chest, however, make sure that you're going from high to low. So start off with the pulley attachments nice and high, and that you're bringing your hands down and beneath your chest as you do the cable fly. So a lot of people get this mixed up. They think if they're trying to target the upper chest, they need to go from high to low, when really it is the other way round. So make sure you don't make this mistake. So those are my suggestions on how you might want to grow your chest, and hopefully this has helped you out, the different exercises which are going to hit the various parts of your chest. I should also point out here that it's very important to get a mind-muscle connection with this. So you can have the fanciest exercises in your program, but bottom line is, if you're not controlling the movement, if you're not squeezing your chest muscles together and controlling the movement on the way down, it's going to be very hard for your muscles to grow because tension is not applied for long enough. So I hope this video has helped you out and you have a clearer idea on which exercises will hit the different parts of your chest. Go ahead and check out my previous video which I created on meal ideas. If you are struggling to get your calories in with just 4 or 5 simple ingredients, you can get 1,000 calories or more using the meal ideas that I mentioned in this video. So go ahead and check that out. It would also support the channel because I've got an embarrassingly low number of likes on that video. So go check that out, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.